And we're back today, and we're going to play this black-white good stuff, or black-white vehicles, whatever you want to call it, deck again. It's probably my favorite deck in the format, though I'm not sure that we have all of the numbers correct. May need a 25th land, the Harvester may not be right, may want a 4th Karn, sideboard still tooling it, but I mean, working on a sideboard. It's something that's going to happen while you're still trying to like flesh out the meta, because it feels like it's changing pretty quickly right now, like more quickly than normal, I would say. But anyway, I wanted to apologize for playing like these decks a little bit too frequently. I've been testing blue-white in paper, blue-white controls, so like I've been using these streams to like break up that a little bit to get a little bit different deck to test. But I'm a pretty big fan of this deck, and I just want to get a couple more reps in on it. I think there's something to it. I'm absolutely obsessed with this card. I don't know why, but this card impresses me so much. The only card in this entire deck that I don't just love is Toolcraft Exemplar, but unless they're going to print me Thraben Inspector or something, I'm not sure that there's much of a better option. Hey, Local Dope, hey McCarty. What are you guys into this evening? Ah! I touched the other screen and our game left. I'm just going to close the other screen. Sorry, JJ. Alright, so we're going to keep this hand. We have no artifact for this, but the hands still keep, I think. Guess I should have talked about the changes we've made. Alright, so this is probably going to be a Walking Ballista deck, and that's probably going to be very bad for us. Yeah. This probably isn't going to go tremendous for us. I wonder how good these snake decks actually are. Maybe I need to put some time into them. I don't think they actually gain much from Llanowar Elves, though, which is one of the reasons I've tried to kind of avoid them. Oh, well, this isn't a snake deck. It's something else. Hey, no, what is up? First to start watching, but there's like 3 people that are already even talking. Twitch lied to me. You filthy, filthy little Twitch. Alright, well. That is some good mojo. And he's immediately ticking down. I think that is the best thing that Karn can ever do, but this is going to be a difficult game. Opponent's already set up. We have another land. There's only 24 lands in this deck, and we were considering adding a 25th land, so drawing a million lands is a little discouraging. I mean, it's probably similar, but I don't know. I have no idea what they're playing. This is like 5 cards different than the deck we played earlier in the week. Oh, wow. Is he going to call Construct with this? So our opponent's playing Tribal Construct. This is going to be interesting. And by interesting, I mean, this is going to be hard to deal with. Ooh, and they have that. Alright, so we're just not going to win this game. Can't think of what we can do here. Maybe if he ticks down this, and then we draw a Walking Ballista and like shoot it and shoot this, we can somehow scrape our way back in. But that just doesn't feel like things that are going to be particularly viable. Like I would just imagine that these things can't happen. Alright, well I guess I'm going to play this. It uses the mana better. I don't think we can win. Even has this to like kill one of our bros. I'd say we're just dead, basically on board. And now there's a Blossoming Defense. Our Silhouette is useless. This deck is sweet. Our opponent's deck is really cool. He's got another Walking Ballista he can get. What did he just get there? Got another Foundry. Come on, Moto. Stop doing Moto things. I'm just going to see more of his deck. We're not going to scoop. We're dead in like 2 turns, but might as well. Oh wow, if he makes this attack, is there anything we can do? Is this attacking? That is attacking. So if we block that, and that or not dead. Don't know if that lets us win in any manner at all. We're not dead. Actually, I guess we are dead. 3, 7, 8. She's just going to blossoming defense to save this. And then all of his things live. But, whatever. Maybe he'll math poorly or something and we'll get to at least kill a couple things. Yeah. Alright. I guess see if he shows us one more card. Oh, there's another land. So, well. Our opponent has 5 spells in play. They've played 9 spells this game. We've only even drawn 4. And they only got 1 extra card off of this, so like I'm not even counting these constructs. Like they've literally played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Which is a lot of cards. Though these do find replacement cards. You gonna show me something? It's like tapping a bunch of mana. It's just a walking ballista, I guess. We can't ever beat a walking ballista deck. That's going to be like one of this deck's biggest weaknesses. It's just like random walking ballista decks. Alright, so we definitely want that. We definitely want our sweepers. Maybe we want to fragmentize? What don't we want then? I don't think this is going to be good in this match. I don't think in general that like these cards are going to be particularly good. Maybe I want the Thopter Arrest over like some Sillaways and stuff. Because they could just like not attack. I think I want all the things that fly. I just don't want this type of stuff. I don't actually know what else in this deck, but he didn't show us anything on the ground that I care about. He didn't show me anything I care about. So this is kind of the exact opposite of the last game, but we have a 5-drop and a 4-drop in our hand, so I think I'm going to go ahead and ship it, even though it kind of feels bad, and this hand's even worse. This is unfortunate. I would have liked to have played Magic one of these games. Game 1, massive flood though. Game 2, land issues. I'm going to keep this one. Even though I probably shouldn't, because I don't think cards like this are like where I really want to be here. But we have 3 2-drops and 1 land and a scry, so I'm not going to mulligan. I'm just gonna go with it and hope our hand's aggressive enough that it's successful, I guess. Is that the way to phrase it? I don't know where my cell phone is. Oh, there she is. Yeah. We keep. To the bottom you go. More lands, please. Just want to like rip 3 or 4 in a row. Cool, they have an elf on 2. Guess I'm going to play this one. It attacks for more. I have no idea what artifacts they play. They've not showed me any yet. Except for like walking ballistas. Alright. Cool. Walking ballista for 2. Well, that's a fun draw. That's sweet, Nick. I'm glad you had fun with it. It's going to be very difficult for us to win now, even though I'm pretty sure that if we just hit land drops, we would run over him, because I don't think he would block. Or I don't think he would play around them. I feel like this opponent's just the type of guy that would have attacked into this settle and stuff. But we're now so far behind that we probably will never find out. Could have accrued with the other scrap heap, but I'm wanting to try to stay on defense here. Oh wow, he threw a walking ballista away? I guess that's... Does that mean he has another walking ballista? What? Opponent's plays are suspect. I feel like opponent's 2 plays right there were just like very, very suspect. Hey, Gonzo. Ooh, look at that. Draw an untapped land. I feel like we're still just going to win. Which I find rather impressive. Well, I'm definitely going to just chump block with this and hope that we hit the settle mana. If we don't hit the settle mana, the game's over. Well, let this prevent a bunch of damage. I don't know why he didn't attack with that. Well. And we're dead on board. He can attack for exactly... I guess we're not dead on board, but... Now we're pretty dead on board. Flew real close to it. Yeah. Well. A block with you, friendo. Oh no, we are dead now, ain't we? Yeah, like I said, that made us dead. So even if we block, we're taking 11. Well, that sucks. Hey, Corey. Welcome back, my friend. Wasn't going to get to land anyway. Alright, well, it feels like I just didn't get to play Magic either of those games. It's always a fun way to start off a league. Getting to make 0 relevant decisions because you either have all lands or no lands. Alright. It's a good hand. I did some lands at some point, but... We struggle with lands the entire time as well, but like... Everybody's telling me 24 is right. I've questioned it. Like, I kind of want a 25th land, but... Like, you want the 25th land to play your 4 and 5 drops. We're wanting... In the games we've just been playing, we want like our 3rd land to play spells. I don't want to put a 25th land in my deck to play my 3 drops, you know? I guess we play with this one. Don't care if he has a seal away. Revealers are good right now. I think more people should play them. Build a rune for his 2nd land out of the white deck. Play a land pre-combat might, it's just being lazy. Oh no, he's gonna seal away something. I think he should have seal away this, but... Boom. He has another silhouette, friendo? Oh, he's a blue-white deck. I guess we could lose after all. I thought we were just gonna, like, easily win, but maybe we're not. I legitimately basically thought this game was already over. I didn't realize they were a blue-white deck. Did you draw a second silhouette? Yeah, that's a thing he typically does, Duretti. How we say hero in the business. That's kind of weird. He didn't get a second white mana. I guess he's got one in his hand. Or he just wants to censor. If he had Syncopate instead of Censor, that Gideon would have never resolved. He does not have 2 white. Which means we are bringing the team this turn. Yeah, he doesn't have 2 white, so we're definitely just bringing the team. We're going to make you a 4/4. We're going to make you a 4/4. Let's see if we get our trigger. He can't silhouette right now. Yeah, we're just going to attack with everything then. Yeah, LeBron, my favorite sports, I don't know if you call them journalists or if you call them casters or whatever. My favorite sports personality that from like the sports talk shows, his name's Nick Wright. He posted a tweet a little bit after LeBron hit his shot, and it was like, LeBron now has more playoff buzzer beaters this week, or has as many rather, as Jordan does in his career. And that's just a hell of a stat. Alright, well anyway, I definitely want these cards here. By the way, I do not know if that stat is factually accurate. It's just a hell of a stat in general. We want those. We're going to drop these. We're going to drop these. We still have a couple cast outs. We still have a couple Dune Falls to like deal with Lyras if like Lyras sneak through. I think I'm actually going to get rid of the Harvesters as well. I don't like vehicles versus silhouette deck or like removal decks in general. However, I do like Heart because it like dodges the silhouette issue. And I think I'm actually going to get rid of these Lyras as well. I don't feel like I need a big 5/5 first striking friendo, but I guess it's going to depend on Poe and how he has his deck composed post board. Todd is an amusing fellow. No one will deny that. We'll keep this hand. It's a little on the weak side, but these things can't be silhouetted, so like we do have some pressure. We have a cast out for like at the ferry or something. Could have played the planes. It's probably technically better because it gives me the opportunity to cycle the cast out, but can't think of a play in Magic that would have made me cycle a cast out there, so I don't know if I lost anything. Hey JJ, what's up, my friend? No, don't censor my bro. Okay, Essence Scatter's fine. I just don't like people getting value off censors. But I'm certainly not playing around a censor, I mean. What is this? That's a search for Ascanta. Friendo, do you not know? What do we got here? Murph is posting us something. Pop it up on the other's monitor. to make sure that we're not getting wrecked by something. Oh. Turn 2, search for Ascanta. GG, says opponent. And the Nats are really good. I bash you. Indiscriminately. I'm going to hold up the cast out. I will actually probably throw the cast out at the search for Ascanta. I think glimmers are kind of bad in these decks right now. But I'll probably throw the cast out at the search for Ascanta at the end of his turn if he doesn't play Teferi, and then I'll probably throw it on Teferi if he does play Teferi. They ended up being green-white. It looks like they kept a greedy draw, though. I didn't count to see if they'd done any fumigating, or not, sorry, I said fumigating, but I didn't count to see if they had done any, Oh my god! I didn't let the Teferi resolve! Just talking to chat and not paying attention, so I didn't get to cast out the Teferi. Well, that's probably a game-costing mistake, if that counts for anything. Probably a game-costing mistake. Felt like we were like really far ahead here, and now we're just dead because I'm not very bright. It's kind of a tilt. I absolutely love this build of it. I do not like the other build of it nearly as much. I think this build's insane. But I'm probably just wrong because I do things like I just did. Huh? Maybe he won't have a sensor. He probably doesn't have a negate, so I'm just gonna downtick it. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna uptick it. Let me get some value out of it. What did I acquire? I probably acquired a heart. Yeah. That was really, really silly of me. I think this deck's pretty good. The other deck's more aggressive and can put on pressure better and things of that nature, but like it feels like there's more things that can disrupt it. Well, that's unfortunate that he hit a land. So we basically need to draw duress exactly this turn, or we're probably getting fumigate or settled wreckaged. You're not a duress. I guess we'll look and see if you're a duress. Hey Koro, thank you for the 10 biddies. That was a pretty bad mistake by me. I don't need to see that. I need to see this. Alright, I guess I'm just going to attack with them both. Like some chance he doesn't have it, right? Oh wow, he's going to counterspell this? That means we get to kill Teferi 100%. Alright, well, we're still in this game then. Have everything clicked right. And by end this game, I mean, like, we're obviously a pretty low percentage here, but we're not 0%. And not 0% is pretty good. He did get to draw multiple extra cards, though, and we had to spend, you know, 6 damage worth of attack on that other thing. Oh, he's playing Approach. Well then, I guess we're just going to keep ticking this up. What goes to our hand, what goes to our graveyard? A Doomfall to our graveyard, so that's pretty nice. Could just untap and kill us next turn, but we'll definitely be getting the Doomfall back next turn if we're not dead. 6 cards down guaranteed. He's tapping mana in his main phase, so alright, well we can potentially beat that. Get some looks. What are you? You're a Scrap Heap Scrounger. Don't want a Scrap Heap Scrounger. Another look. We accept you as tribute. Minus, give me my Doomfall. Target opponent reveals their hand. We choose a bro. Alright. Well, he's not. Probably not playing as many Field of Runes and stuff then, I guess. Alright. Well, his bro is 5 cards down now. Tap 2 white mana slowly. That can't be that bad for us. He's got the City's Blessing, so it means he can get to approach rather quickly now. Oh my god, I forgot to use this, and it turns out that's okay. Kind of just want to make a bro here. Yeah, I think I'm fine with just making a bro there. Gives us a large lethal attack next turn. For a number of different things. But yeah, I made the play mistake by not using that when I didn't. Certainly don't want you. Guess I'm just gonna go ahead and slam you two. Like I said, you put all sorts of lethal on the table, so they're gonna have 2 draw steps to draw an approach or a wrath. But I played this game terrible. I don't deserve to win. So after their main phase, they're 3 cards down. So they don't have enough mana to like get. Well, they do have enough mana to like draw a Supreme Will and get it if they have another mana in like those 3 cards or whatever. Tap blue first and he taps slow. Alright, so it's now 2 cards down. Now they don't have enough mana to Supreme Will or anything. I considered it. Some builds have the, some builds have, what am I trying to say here? Some builds have, I can't think of words right now. Some builds I've saw have had glint in the sideboard, but when you don't have the access to Ether Hub, or anything in the deck at all that can get you an ambient energy, whether it be a Harness Lightning, a Glimmer, a Gaunty stealing something, just... But basically, we can't. I don't think we can afford Ether Hubs, and if we can't afford Ether Hubs, it makes the Glint Sleeve Siphoner a lot worse. So that's the one reason I haven't tried it. However, I've saw some Esper builds that have ran it, and I'm probably just wrong because like Glint's still that good. Feels like opponent here probably has something, and he draws approach next turn no matter what. Like, if he just uses Arch, he draws approach. If he has any Cycler, he gets approach. So, it's probably better to go ahead and use this. And just draw a random card and see if we can find our dress. I was trying to decide whether it was worth it to treasure map and like tick up on the treasure map, but I'm not sure that it is. I'll tick up with the Karn. There's a chance that we can hit like 2 duress type effects. We did not. Alright, I guess it's just attack with them all then. And maybe he doesn't have Settled Wreckage. I mean, he's 23 cards deep. He's had some card selection. The odds of him having a Settled Wreckage are pretty high. But like maybe it's just still away. He's tapped 6 mana, so it's a Gear Hulk. which means I think the Walking Ballista will probably win the game if he doesn't hit a counterspell off this. And we know when he plays the Glimmer, one of the 2 cards he has to keep is an Approach. So basically, we just have to fade an Essence Scatter or a Disallow, and we get it here. Oh, he's tapping mana now? He's got another thing? Alright, so he's going to take 3. And then we're just going to cast the Walking Ballista for 6, and that's going to be good enough. So we played terribly. We didn't deserve it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Didn't deserve it. Make sure we don't misclick on anything. Alright. I didn't deserve this game. I definitely made a pretty terrible blunder there. That's like the second time I've done that on stream, or the third time I've done that on stream too. Like discussing the play I want to do while it's on the stack, and then just like move forward without letting it fall off the stack. I don't know if that's true at all. I would venture to guess that is very untrue. But you could be right. I would not say that you're wrong. But I admit that I played poorly. So what have you been playing, Koro? I've not saw you around lately. I have no idea what you've been testing and jamming. Ooh, it's Clyde the Dryad. He beat the crap out of me last week in Brawl. This hand's pretty medium, but I'm honestly just not mulliganing a card or a hand that's got a turn 3 Benelish. For my memory of Clyde, he likes to play all things green. Ah, you just got your history in Carnes? Fair. Clyde the Dryad. Oh gosh, not the go wide. Please not to go wide. That makes it very difficult on us. We do have a Lyra ready in our hand though, so if he doesn't have an appeal or he doesn't go super wide, that we're probably quick enough. Hey Max, what it is, friendo? Yeah, Clyde's a pretty well-known grinder. He wins a lot. He's a very good player. To see how good this draw is, please don't be Benelish. No Marshall for you, friendo. I said Benelish, but I'm worried about a Marshall, not not a Knight producer. We were worried about a Marshall. Well, first of all, I'm going to attack. Because if he blocks, it's 2 blockers down. Which is something that I am quite pleased about. If he doesn't block, Vigilance is a beautiful tool. Soon we're just about to get got. I mean, deck negates are pretty good right now. Even most of the aggressive decks have cards like History. It's like the only match I think it's really bad versus is like red deck wins, and there's like not a lot of red deck wins at the moment. So if he's got his thing and these all can deal 3, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, how many is this? That says 5 plus 2, so that's 7. So he's still attacking for 18 if I block 1. Can I ever make a block like this? Like I still live, right? Take 15. So like still alive if he does this. Well, if we block this way and he had double pride, we would take 20. So if I block like this and he has double pride, I'm not dead. I don't know if we can win the game though. We'd go down to 3 life and we would lose this, this, and this. We'd lose everything. Yeah, I'm not playing around double pride. It's just not worth it to me. Which means this is a terrible block because there's a good chance that I have to cast a Fatal Push this turn. In case he has even a single pride. There's a good chance I am casting Fatal Push this turn. Don't have to, obviously. Alright, do you have a second? We're not dead. He's got a Blossoming Defense. That would suck. But this felt like our best chance to stay alive. There's his own history. And one of the reasons that we went ahead and used the Fatal Push on that turn is because we know we're tapping 5 mana for Lyra on this turn. So we're going to want to save this to block with. So we're just going to attack for 4. It's going to be a grind. We may be too far behind, but the fact that we're not dead, we still have 3 blockers, we have a Lyra, like we have the ability to be somewhat in the game. Depending upon his plays, of course. Alright, well, we're probably just not beating that. We do have a couple cast outs that maybe we can draw this turn. It's not a cast out. It's actually not anything we can even play. Yes, it gives all angels lifelink. What a fun card, right? So if I attack with both of these, let's assume that he just takes it. We go to 11. Next turn he can attack back. We have 3 blockers. Alright, we can attack with this one, but that's about it. Yeah, Shay's amazing. I'm not sure that just the green-white decks can splash just for her, because she's not as good if she can't do the minus ability. And like splashing for a double green ability is pretty sick. But like I don't want a bunch of come into play tap lands for an amazing ability, but the card's great. And he could just be a green-white deck, right? Like there could be more green in his deck than just this ability. We don't know. I don't think he has a great attack here. Yeah, I didn't think he had a great attack there. I hate that says each creature instead of each other creature. Her being able to prevent settled wreckage may just be good enough on its own, though. So, gets to pump that up again next turn. And what does that mean for us? I would have 3 blockers. I could block, block, block. I would take 12. So the Lyra still just can't attack. So we're getting nowhere and we're getting there fast. This leaves us with 4 blockers, so we're not dead this way. Technically, we're still like getting pretty close to dead. Like this isn't a play pattern that wins the game, I don't think. I'm not sure we had a play pattern that wins the game. I guess it could win the game. If he just we could just draw a removal spell and attack for 9 in the air. And we're not dead on board this turn, so yeah, this is something that could win the game. We have to basically hit, though. Oh. If he doesn't have a land, so that doesn't change much here. Doesn't change anything here, does it? Yeah. All it changes is that he can use a Danto. So, removal spell and we win? It's not a removal spell. And we can't survive next turn no matter what. Can like force him to block, and then he just makes a dude, and then he just uses this. So there's absolutely nothing we can do. We're just dead on board with no option here. Is that what I'm looking at? I don't see another thing. Let's attack with both of those. He blocks here. I go to 11. I still have 3 blockers next turn. If I block the 3 biggest, he's still going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that gets through. They're all going to be pumped. Yeah. And I don't think he can play around a removal spell here either. That's the problem. I don't think a removal spell wins here anymore. As long as he's got Shaylee or Voice of Plenty out, he doesn't even have to worry about Settle. And if we take the Voice of Plenty off the board, then he has no choice to play into Settle. He can't play Timid because he would just be dead on board. So there's nothing we can even bluff. The only thing we can bluff whatsoever is like a removal spell. Because it's like assuming he had a removal spell now. We would get to block these, but these are still 4/4s, and this is still a 3/3. So like, we'd be removing this, and we'd still just die. Oh, well, when you hit another Lord, that makes it even easier. So there's nothing we can actually even bluff here. I guess we can, if first striking the Lord shrinks them all. Maybe that's a way to stay alive. I've not done that math. But like if this dies in combat, maybe we're still alive. I haven't done that math. We'll just make the block and do the math in a second. I don't think we are, but I've not done the math. Wow, if he's not attacking with that, we're still just dead, right? Yeah, we're still just dead. And he gets to gain 3 life, so. Well, actually, doesn't get to gain 3 life because, well, he probably does. He knows we didn't have a cast out or anything either, because if we had a cast out, this thing dies. and we just win last turn. So there's literally nothing we can bluff. Attacking with this is kind of interesting though, because if we had a settle to wreckage, we could first strike this, then settle to wreckage them. Yeah, we're just dead now. We're like just way, way dead. So if we block that, we're still taking 15, so we're just dead. Yep. We had nothing. That was kind of weird, though. I don't think he should have attacked with that, really. I was still dead, wasn't I? It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant what was or what wasn't. Alright. So, we have sideboard for this match. Let's go ahead and bring in these as well. We want to get rid of the fatal pushes. We want to get rid of the stillaways. We want the Fopter Arrest because it can get Shaylee, and that's pretty much the only card we care about. We can't actually protect our Karns, so we don't want any of that stuff either. And I'm not going to bring in all the dresses on the play, but I might would bring them all in on the draw. I'm not sure if I want the dresses the more I think about it. Maybe the dresses aren't good enough. It's like a lot of things in his deck that they kill. I think I would rather have these fatal pushes. Because there's a lot of ways that we can kill a Marshal with a fatal push. And we're on to play. Wow, this hand's so bad. I'm gonna keep it. I'm only keeping it because we can cycle a cast out that's basically the same as scrying anyway. Except this way we get to keep a guaranteed good hand and we still have the same number of draws to find another land. The rest stops some token creators, but like I'm trying to still beat the aggressive decks while I didn't have them. Well, there's only a few creatures in this deck that we can push that we care about. Well, missing a land's not where we want to be. Let's see what kind of block he makes here before we make a decision. Alright, well if that's his block, we're just going to put down the first striker. I think so. I think the power settle directors gives us a chance to race him. On the play. On the draw, we wouldn't try this. Or we wouldn't try to race him on the draw. It was the simple fact that we were on the play that makes me try. We don't beat anything when we don't draw lands, though, so. But it was kind of a greedy keep, but I think it was better than a mulligan. So I feel like we're pretty close to dead now. Like, it's going to be really hard to beat this when he has lands. But it's not 100% over because we do have these two cards. Oh, he's got another thing. Sure. Alright, now it's 100% over. I guess we could concede now if we want, but we'll play on for the funsies. I feel like we've won almost every game tonight that we've played well and drawn lands. Not every game, obviously we drew well and we played lands last game when we lost, but this deck seems like it struggles with lands a lot. That's kind of interesting. Does he have a blossoming defense? Oh no. What happened? Oh, he used an appeal. Alright, we're just dead then. Is that right? Yeah, we're just dead no matter what. Alright. Anyway, I feel like that's a favorable match for us. feel like their deck just loses to Walking Ballistas and 4 Wraths, but we drew no Walking Ballistas and no Wraths that we could cast. I'd play that match pretty happily most of the time, though, and not care too much. Another blue deck. The blue-white decks are why we play this deck. Yeah, no, he's a good player. Wonder if he's blue-white or if he's the mono-blue deck. Either way, I'm playing this one this turn. It increases the Toolcraft Exemplar and has a better chance to actually resolve. Yeah. Hey, Shaolin. How it is? How it is? Really? You let my power get pumped, and then you bounced it. He's taking 2 extra damage. Well, what do we want to play now? Guess we're going to play the 3-drop. The weaker 3-drop. Whatever I play this turn's probably going to get counterspelled. So I guess I'm going to play this one. I can play double spell next turns while I would rather play a single spell this turn. I think History's better than Gideon. If he's playing Approach, Gideon's probably slightly better, but I think History's just amazing. Let's start with this. Trying to play this island. Probably gets counterspelled too. But if it does, that stops him from playing a draw 4 or using the field. Alright, I guess it doesn't get counterspelled then, it just resolves. Happy days are here again. It's a lot of power. $10 tickets. I'm obsessed with this card. Giving people history lessons is like my favorite thing. I guess I'll try to resolve some more history lessons. I should have tapped my mana better. I should have left the Dunes untapped. That was pretty silly of me. Guess it ends up not mattering that much. Uh-oh, Scarab God's 18 tickets and change. What were they earlier today? I think they've gone down like 30 cents or something. I'm pretty sure these were like 11 tickets earlier today. The Omnicat one. Or not the Omnicat one, but the Expedition one, rather. I think they were practically nothing earlier today. Have you sold them yet? Whoops. So I was trying to click OK, and then apparently I clicked reveal my hand. Have no idea what he's playing. I assume he's playing a blue-white deck with a bad draw, so I'm just going to sideboard like he's playing a blue-white deck with a bad draw. Which means I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to get rid of these. I'm going to get rid of these. And I'm going to get rid of these. Because everything goes up until the second that it doesn't. Do you want to be asleep when it drops $3? Also not positive that it's still going up. I'm pretty sure that price is down from the peak today. Let us look. I took a picture of its price earlier today. Let's see if I can figure out what it is. They were selling for $17.51 earlier today. What are they selling for now? You posted their price, but what are they selling for? They are selling for $17.99. Sure, so I guess that's still going up. Wait, that price isn't even accurate then. Alright, anyway, this hand's good enough to keep. I have absolutely no interaction, and that's how I like it. Good luck! Alion Tralsy was playing Super Friends in the Open today. So, at least he likes it. I think I'm just going to play a Scrap Heap Scrounger. Definitely just casting a Scrap Heap Scrounger. I guess I'm now casting this. Wow, 5-1 Thursday. That's pretty sweet. Just to watch? You should have jumped into the mix and got rowdy. You see any sweet games or anything cool from the vendors and stuff? Don't have a second white, so we may counterspell this, but then that lets us fragmentize this, so not that big of a deal if he does. Like it feels like a win for us. I'd like to draw an untapped land so we can double spell next turn. Thank you. We'll play you to start the turn. Yeah. Yeah, they'll definitely do that. Onward, Heart of Kirin. No! Oh, it's just a glimmer. Okay. It's just a glimmer. Who cares about glimmers? Am I the only person that still plays... Am I the only person that's playing Hieroglyphic Illumination? Is there not enough aggressive decks in the format to warrant that? I guess we're not really getting paired versus aggressive decks, so that's a reasonable statement. Alright. I guess I attack with you. Could have played the history pre-combat, but there's a good chance he counterspells it. I feel like he'll probably cast a Settle or something this turn. So I don't think I'm losing a point of damage waiting to do it later. And, well, we vomited it back out on the board again. I've not enjoyed Karn a whole lot in the deck, but like maybe that's just wrong. Maybe Karn's good enough to be in the deck. It's not impressed me though. Ooh, Doomfall. Sure. Target opponent reveals his or her hand. We choose a thing. Alright. Don't know what he's got for the last of his cards, but do know he's got a Heart of Kirin this turn. Choo choo! We've drawn 2 more lands than our blue-white opponent that plays multiple more lands than us and is playing card draw. There's a Teferi. Not sure what that does here. So theoretically, we have a lethal attack. If we draw something, drawing another land doesn't do that. I guess we should kill Teferi then. I don't really just want to put him at 4. I don't think that does a whole lot. So just smash Teferi then. Hope he doesn't have another blink of the eye. Karn's not a bad boy. That's for sure. Would like a duress here. Guess what that's not? That's not a duress. If he counterspells this, we can attack with everything. We're going to attack with everything anyway, I think. I don't think I care if he settles our history after it's done some damage, killed a Teferi. That doesn't seem like that's bad for us. I mean, it's not great for us, but like it definitely feels like it could be considerably worse for us. You know what I mean? They drew a land, played a land that turn. Another land. At some point, you'd have to imagine we're going to stop drawing these lands. Yeah, I know he gave us 4 of them, but like, we still have 7. That's a lot for a 24 land deck. We've only even drawn 8 spells, for example. I think he only gave us 4, didn't he? Yeah, he only gave us 4. Can I just attack? Please let me just attack, so I can press F6. I would have took 4 damage before I didn't draw a card off of that. But I played a land too, because there's Walking Ballistas in our deck. I'm fine with leaving 1 in our hand, but... Alright. Well, there's a Gideon. Let's attack first. Maybe he'll spend his mana or something. He only has 3 cards in his hand. I wonder what they are. Hope they're like Supreme Wills and Syncopates. You shall not kill me. My name is Gideon. You shall not kill me. I'm not going to attack with the Gideon. Though I probably should. Doesn't seem like there's much reason not to. Again, I'd have probably took 3 damage here. Yeah, those 2 cards. I don't think Syncopate's particularly good in this format. Something that I like constantly tell people, but I don't think Gearhulk goes well with Syncopate either. But who knows, right? All right, we're running out of lands, and by running out, I mean we still just have a lot. Like 2 more basic lands, so 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 or something. I don't know. I guess at some point we're going to die. Put both on the bottom. It's weird that it says 2 to the bottom now. It used to say bottom bottom. There's the Teferi. Probably dead now. I was just playing like more hard counters. I would play freaking cancel before I played it. But I basically played negates, essence scatters, and I'm pretty much playing negates, essence scatters, and shoot disallows at the moment in my blue-white decks. I'd probably play a cancel before I played a syncopate at the moment. Assuming my deck... I mean, if I built a deck that wasn't running Gear Hulks and wasn't running Settles, then like maybe I would play syncopate. Let's see more of his deck, so we're not just going to scoop, we're just going to keep going here. But this is now, what, the 4th Glimmer he's played in his, like, top 30-ish cards. A weird thing to commit, the card's not doing anything. Sure. So I'll go ahead and use this on that. Just in case he starts attacking sometime soon. I'm sure that it's similar, but no, I'm not playing his list. I got my list from Team Lotus Box, and I've been making small changes here and there to it. Potentially for the worse. I don't know that my changes have made it any better. Don't know if they've made it any better at all. Another Gear Hulk? Sure. Fifth Glimmer of the game. Thinking about saving all of our time and just moving on. It's hard to know without knowing your meta, but those are the 2 decks that I would put on the top of my range at the moment to play at a local event. Pretty darn close to conceding. I don't even know what they did. Did they cycle or something? Yeah, they cycled. Should have got my Scrap Heap Scrounger back there. Yeah, I'm bad. That was real bad of me. The game doesn't matter, but it was still real bad of me. I'm playing Fragmatize. It's one of the changes I made. I'm thinking about going back to Forsake the Worldly, though. I just don't really think I want a 5-mana sorcery. I think we will just try to keep it neat and compact. Can't keep this hand. We have no aggression at all. Alright, this hand's a keep. A pretty easy keep. I'm actually going to keep that too. And since I have a 1-drop, a 2-drop, and a 3-drop, I'm going to go ahead and duress on 2. We'll take the Essence Scatter and see if we can bury him before he draws out of anything. Assume he's going to play the Farmlands first. Unless he feels like he's going to need to cycle it for some reason. Well, Forsake's better versus the blue-white decks, but I was thinking Fragmatize might be better versus the other vehicle decks, because it doesn't take your entire turn and things. I mean, we have a creature on the top of our deck. We have a creature on the exact top of our deck. And I'm hoping to end the game before this becomes super relevant. If I hadn't scribed the knight to the top of my deck, I wouldn't have taken it. No, he has more than one land. He's got an island and a plains that we know of. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, you could be right. I just wasn't thinking, I guess. Good point. That actually is a good point. Is that a different island? That's a very, very good point, friend. Alright, well, I'm just playing this one. Kind of has to counterspell it. What a very good point you just made. Maybe I shouldn't even have cast Duress at all, then. I should have saved Duress for this turn. Yeah, that was really bad of me then, so I shouldn't even have played Duress. Wow. So just like casting Duress altogether was wrong. Yeah. Playing Duress altogether was wrong. Alright, well, we saw your hand like 4 draw steps ago. If you hit it, you hit it. Yeah, I was thinking to Duress because we had a 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop in our hand, but the 4-drop didn't matter, right? All we needed to do was play our 2-drop and our 3-drop and be able to protect our 3-drop and the game was over. Yeah, that was a terrible, terrible, terrible play. I will think about that more next turn. I was too blinded by just having a curve of 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that Duress was super bad. Huh. Well, I've learned. I've only played Approach in 1 league, and in the 1 league that I played Approach, I realized that I just don't need Approach anymore. Teferi's a good enough win condition on its own. Like, that's the only thing we talked about the entire league we played it. And then, like, a few days later, all those blue-white decks start popping up at the Open and the Classic that weekend. So, like, I don't think I'll be going back to Approach. That's weird. A 2-2 should not get paired versus a 0-4. It's supposed to pair people that have the potential of getting the same record, but like we clearly do not have that same potential here. Our hand's very, very good though. So it's another blue-white deck. It's this type of the deck that we kind of just want to like get paired versus over and over. Like this is we're playing this match to test this match, or this deck to like test this match. So it's cool. Oh, it's not a blue-white deck. Never mind. Maybe it's like ban approach. I'm not going to tell opponent to do that. A, it's bad for the stream, and B, it doesn't help me do anything in terms of testing. Like, the stream doesn't want me just to see an opponent concede and then log off. Oh, nice. It's still worth something, man. It's worth multiple packs. You can't be upset when you get a card worth multiple packs. Just going to attack with both of these. Wonder if it's like... Huh. I think I'll dare cast History and worry about saving either of my creatures here. A, it's a better use of my mana, and B, I don't really care about my creatures. I am going to have to read Multani in a second, though. Yeah, Multani. Gets +1/+1 for each land you control and each land card in your graveyard. Return 2 land to your hand. Return it from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, that's pretty neat. That card's actually pretty sweet. Yeah, it could be. Could definitely be a deck like that. Oh, opening a chest and not a pack. But yeah, I call chest packs. Alright, well, he doesn't have one in his graveyard, so we're just going to put power on the table. Probably get messed up by Fumigate next turn or whatever, but that's fine. Actually, that kind of sucked. Maybe I'm not supposed to play this knight. Maybe this is just hubris and like not respecting his deck. Maybe I'm supposed to just hold that knight. He blocked with a bunch of Charticores. I think there's a good chance that a lot of his lands don't even come into play untapped. Alright, so he's not even going to bluff a settle or anything. I love it when we don't have to think. Because I'm the type of player that will play around that type of stuff. I guess we're going to bring you guys in. He didn't show me anything for this. What does Matani say again? One second, I'm going to double check Matani and see if Silhouette is even relevant versus it. What is it? Yeah, this is it. Oh, from your graveyard. So Silhouette is relevant versus it. It has reach and trample. Wow. I think I want this in this match. Maybe I don't want these. I don't know that he's gift is the thing. I would assume with what he showed me that he's a gift deck. But like, what if he's just not? Re-ample? I said trample, didn't I? No, I don't think the map... he didn't show us anything to make me think that the match is grindy. He didn't show me anything to make me think the match was grindy at all. Kind of just want to bring in dresses anyway, though. I'm just bringing in the dresses anyway. Yeah, I think this deck's pretty good versus blue-white. It could, Murph, especially if, I've saw that several of the blue-white decks are playing Baral now for its 2-drop. And if you're playing Baral, that makes, Charter Course, like, super good, I think. That could definitely be something. This deck was around before SCG, wasn't it? Again, I have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. I still just don't think I want to play the Duress right now. Yeah, we played this deck sometime last week, and I stole this deck from Team Lotus Box, so like I didn't build it. So they were playing it before that. I think the deck's more than a week old. It's a Sacred Cat. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah. So it looks like they are just like a Bant gift deck. What is that? Ronus to the graveyard? Champion. Sad. What do we got now? This could be a hard out. Guess I'll trade this for that. This is the only card in it so far that I think seems strange. I'm gonna play the one that can fly. Because fly away, fly away. Still haven't put a God Pharaoh's Gift in the graveyard. Maybe they actually just don't have them. Who knows? Put a bunch of lands in the graveyard, though. But again, they play Multani. Wow. They put all of those lands in their graveyards and then they missed. Hey, Caldrogo, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I guess I want to play this one. Just trying to make a 2020 trampler. Well, he's going to need to deal 22 with it, so. Hopefully he does not accomplish. He doesn't have white mana either. He has definitely been discarding those lands, by the way. Alright, there's Refurbish. We know he's a GPG deck now. Confirmed. There's GPGs in there somewhere. No, not that. This is real bad for us now. I went from feeling confident to not. Dang it. I just want to play this now. That doesn't feel like that's the best play I can make. Feels like just casting Duress is probably right here. Fine, I'm just casting Duress. So, a million refurbishes and another strategic planning and an Angel of Sanctions. So we have a really large attack on the following turn. But he's going to have like 1,000,000 blockers. So what are we hoping for here? He missed again with GPG. We need him to miss at least one more time with it. If he uses GPG, it's going to be really hard for us to beat it because we only have one Fopter Arrest in the deck. And there's the GPG. Oh, he went to his combat phase. He didn't cast his Refurbish. He didn't cast his Refurbish, friends. He pulled one of my tricks. Or he finally sees the card he wanted and then he just didn't bother to cast it. And now he's going to give me the opportunity to draw a Fopter Arrest for it. Wow. Wow. That's one of my tricks. There's nothing good in his graveyard, technically. Huh. So if I play you and I crew and attack with everything, he's just going to take like 1,000,000. And then he's probably going to get rid of this. I guess it uses the mana best though. No, we have 2 cast outs and a Fopter Arrest to draw, and if we hit one of them on time, we're probably okay. And by on time, I mean if we hit one of the 2 next turn, we're probably still okay. If we don't, we're just wrecked. We're attacking for lethal right now, though, so he has to at least block with one of these. If he has to block with one of these, he probably should have blocked with the one that gained him a guaranteed life, but that's a different story. So we have to see what he can do with his mana here. He can, like, ditch one of our things with Lyra, or he can, like, yeah, he can, like, Fireground Warden's one thing, Angel of Sanctions the other thing, and we still have 2 3/3 attackers, so we still win in 2 turns? Oh no, he can get the Sacred Cat back, can he? You get it out of packs, Smurf, or out of treasure chests, since you don't like me calling them packs. But yeah, they come out of treasure chests. Wait, what is this one? Do I not know what this card does? Apparently I didn't know what this card did very well. That's why I kept the Sacred Cat around. Yeah, so we're probably just dead now. Maybe we're not. Like that actually doesn't seem like that good of a play, the more I think about it. Feels like that's a play that just bought him a turn but didn't win him a game. Yeah. Pretty fine with this. I opened a pretty good amount of chests. I have quite a few of all of them. So opponent's down to 2 again, but he can attack for like 11 this turn with him. Which is pretty nice. Alright, well that was brutal. Definitely didn't want him to draw another one of those. I feel like we've ran really good versus our opponent and made okay decisions, and it's not mattered too much. Not that I know of, Max, but like maybe he's choosing this one. I would have considered that the worst card I had there, but okay. Would have considered that my worst card. And now we're dead. I didn't even see that he had a second one of those in his graveyard, but there was nothing I could do to it anyway, because that one bounces this one and that one bounces that one, and that's just game. Nothing I could do there. I wonder if we can just settle the wreckage of that shenanigans. Huh. Fatal Push only stops the cat. It doesn't stop everything else. Like if he's got Angel of Sanctions and stuff like that, it doesn't beat any of that stuff. It would only stop the cat, and it would only stop it for a turn. Like maybe Settle the Wreckage just does more? Lyra didn't seem particularly good, did she? She seemed kind of slow. GPG tokens keep their power and toughness, right? I'm pretty sure GPG tokens, or sorry, keep their casting cost, right? I'm sure I've gone over this before on stream, but I don't remember. Apparently I don't own one. Yeah, it keeps the casting cost. Huh. The rest didn't seem great. Silhouette's pretty good versus them. Kinda don't want these duresses. I think their deck plays so good off the top that I really just don't think I want duresses. Problem is, I don't think I want any of my cards that are in my sideboard. Did he show us a single thing we could hit with frag? He didn't show us any cast outs or any bindings or anything in 2 games. Forsake the Worldly is better than Fragmentize in a match like this. It's another reason to potentially go back to it. Yeah, no mana. Alright, well I guess we have to keep even though we can't cast our spells. Alright, we can cast our spells now. Alright, we have to hope he doesn't have a quick refurbish. Our deck can't beat a quick refurbish unless we top deck a cast out. And there's the GPG. No creature yet, though. But, I mean, he's going to have Champion of Wits next turn, probably. We're just going to go for it. We're just going to attack every turn and hope that he doesn't find a way to gain life in time. Maybe I'll have it come into play tap land this turn, and the Champion of Wits won't be that good. Oh, alright, that's kind of brilliant. As long as it's not a way to gain life. And it's not. Perfect. I mean, just more cast outs does the same thing in that spot, right? So we can kill a blocker next turn and deal just like 1,000,000 damage. As long as he doesn't have Settle to Wreck, it's just going to be hard to beat the draw we've had. Especially without a blocker. Because we are giving history lessons. We can attack for 15 next turn. And we have a Deadlands to kill one thing on the ground. That's a good one. Doesn't matter what order these go put in, so F6, F6. He missed a land drop too, so we don't have to worry about Fumigate. We can just slam Lyra. Opponent type GG's. I'll type GG's too. I didn't realize he was conceding. I was just playing my turn. Alright, well that doesn't do anything. So, yeah. Lyra's enough. Could attack with everything. I can tap my mana better here. He was dead on board anyway, but because of the first strike's going to win the game, but I don't know. I wanted to kill a cat because I'm not a cat fan. I would never actually kill a cat, by the way, but I like little puppies. The thing I don't like about Gideon's intervention is, like, it doesn't shut. If it was like Sorceress or like Sorceress Spyglass, I would like it, right? But I don't like the fact that if they get it down beforehand, like the Scarab God or the Hazards can do all of their abilities and stuff, and it just prevents some damage. I guess we're gonna open our treasure chest. I guess we shouldn't have opened our treasure chest. Rip. Anyway, back to looking at the deck. I think the deck's pretty fun. Actually, let's look at it on the other screen because we're going to make some changes to it. If GPG decks are going to be coming back, we probably have to make a lot more changes than what I'm willing to make right now. The fact that I get paired versus them, you know, 3 or 4% of my matches isn't enough for me to make drastic changes to them. But I am at least... Oh. I'm willing to at least make this concession. And I'm not sure about every other card either. I would never kill a cat in real life, I meant. So I have to take my vengeance out against all kitty cats in a virtual game. Hey, Duretti. Welcome. The Karns again weren't very impressive. I think the Karns coming closer and closer to getting cut from the deck. The Everspear Harvesters were great. The Gideon was pretty good, even though we lost that game. Walking Ballista was pretty good in this small sample size. Maybe I might shave a Karn and try another land, but I'm not sure what land I want. Maybe just a basic Plains. But I think that's the only change I would make at the moment. Yeah, I think that's probably all I would change at the moment. Anyway, so that means we're going to hop off here for tonight. But don't worry, folks. I will be back tomorrow. Silway, we never really drew it. And we got paired versus, like, multiple aggressive decks, but there's multiple times we did want to draw it. Oh, Rosum did a deck tech? I didn't see that he, or Rossum rather. Why'd I call him Rosum? I didn't know he did a deck tech. Let's see if we can find anybody to host. Alright, I have found someone to host. We're gonna host Brad Carpenter. Brad Carpenter only gets like 9 viewers, and I have no idea why that he never gets very many viewers. But yeah, we're gonna go throw us a host on Brad. I'll be back tomorrow after the open. And I'm not exactly sure what deck we're going to play tomorrow. We may play something like this again, or we may just play whatever's interesting that does top 8 open. But yep, thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you for the beauties, Koro, and thank you for the new follow, Drogo. And thanks for watching, everybody. And there'll be some video going up on like 5. I forget what video it is. I think it's a green-white token deck. But for anybody who cares, there's a link below the stream. Anyway, take care, everybody. I'm out of here. Go watch Brad Carpenter be better than me at Magic.